What's up, guys? Welcome back. Finally, the awaited tutorial for getting gastropods, infinite oxygen, reduced damage, all that stuff is finally here. Now, first things first, I just want to point out I'm sorry that it's taken me so long to get to this. Life is in the way, the whole thing is there. But let me just thank everyone who's commented and liked on the original video. That really helped push the motivation to make this one. Now, if you would not mind, before the video starts, if you learn anything, or if this is helpful, or you want to see other videos related to survival and crafting games in the future, please make sure to subscribe. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers, and it would make my entire day if we can get there. Alright. With all that out of the way, guys, let's start with this. First thing you're going to have to do on the Astroneer world, as you know, once you're in it, you're going to get a quest / mission that is going to ask you to refine or gather 3 sulfurite. And with this, it's going to give you this little diamond thing right here. Strange object. You're gonna put this anywhere on your world. Anywhere you want it. Put it kind of close to the ground and then hold F to use. Okay? You just have to find an area that's not being blocked. There we go. This will activate this thing, and this is what's going to start your quests to get the gastropods. All you have to do is put power in it with a QT rig generator, or really any other generator. You just have to power it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pause this and resume once we get to our first gastropod thing. Alright, now that we have our xenobiology lab updated and taken care of, what we're going to do now is you're going to get a quest that's going to have you go and scan shells on Silva. So, every single planet is going to have a different area where you can find the shells. Silva's is by far the easiest. You've probably already seen them by now, but if you just run into your nearby forest, you'll find them littering the entire forest ground. For example, there's one right here. You're going to hold F to scan it, and as you're going to see, we get 1 out of 5 progress. So we're just going to scan 2 more. And like I said, they're super easy to find. Now, each planet's gastropod is going to give you a completely different effect. Silva's is going to give you a portable light source. Not useful really at all, but hey, it's kind of cool. And it's nice if you have a tractor late game or a rover or something like that. You put it on the front to sort of act like a headlight, I guess, if you're digging with it. So now that we got G Silva shells taken care of, we're going to go back and turn this in. And what that's going to do is that's going to give us a little terrarium. If only I wasn't that far away from my base. I mean, we're not really that far, but still. Oh, I'm getting stuck on everything. Now, once you turn it in, the G Silva shells, you're going to get an empty terrarium. Now, it's going to ask you to provide soil, zinc, and bounce vine to your terrarium. So here's the terrarium. Now, bounce vine and then soil, obviously, can be found on the planet, and it's going to ask you to put in anything. It's going to have you put in a resource that is common on that planet. So let's go ahead and put the zinc in. All you have to do for the soil is take a soil canister and put it on top. And then now we just have to go get a bounce vine seed. We can go ahead and take that terrarium with us. Now I know bounce vine likes to hang out by the mountains, so we're going to go ahead and run to the mountains. Like I said, guys, this is by far one of the first things I do when I get into any Astroneer playthrough, is getting the Gastropod set up, because they are huge for development in this game in progress, and you can do it pretty quickly. Alright, so here we are in the mountains. Ooh, I'm stuck. Ooh. Okay. Now, I'm a little rusty. Oh, shit. Okay. No, this is good. This is okay. Let's dig our way out of here. No problems. No problems whatsoever. Come on. Good boy. There we go. Come on, man. Use your legs. And this is bounce vine, so all you're gonna do is uproot it. There we go, bounce vine. See, we can scan this for a few extra points. While we're over here, let's grab a second one. Okay. I literally almost did it again, where I just jumped straight down into shit and then had to dig myself out. Alright, guys. Let's see here. We'll return to you once I get the thingy thing set up. Alright, back at base, we went ahead, we added the bounce vine seed to the terrarium. Now we're going to go ahead and complete this quest, and it's going to give us a trumpet horn. Now it's going to tell you to attach the trumpet horn to your terrarium. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the terrarium, I'm just going to put it in any open area, put it right there, and then once you put the trumpet horn on, it's going to immediately start. And a gastropod is going to spawn near you. Now you go up to your gastropod, and you're going to perform an emote. Typically dance. All of them are going to want a different emote. You dance once, he's going to run away. You just keep an eye on where he's going. You can track him on the minimap if you want, or the compass if you want. Alright, once their heart is full, and you have the terrarium next to him, you hold F to be friend. It pops the trumpet off, and boom, you have your little guy. And if you look at him, it says greatly illuminates an area, favorite food, mutant his spine seed. Now if you give them their favorite food, it doubles their effect duration. Now the game wants to read this, and what it'll do is it'll read this for the quest, and then it'll give you the quest to go get other ones. Alright. Now, you'll have a quest for 2 more of these bad boys sitting in your mission tracker. After you feed him a seed. Let's do that real quick. Is this finished growing? It is. I just planted, so you can pick up one of these seeds and you can plant them here. And then to feed him, you just set the seed on top. If I can... Hello? And then he eats, and then his effect is active. So now we go and turn this on. Alright. Now, you're going to enable the tracking powder on the Xeni Biology Lab. Now, it's going to unlock new quests that will allow you to go get different gastropods. So you'll see new mission, G Decilo shells, and then G Calidor shells. So it's going to tell you to go to the moon, or whatever planet they're on, and then obviously you have to do the distinct different things that they want. Now each gastropod shell is going to be located in different sections, and what you can do is when you read the mission brief, it'll tell you, like for instance on Calidor, the dry ruins of the arid world have attracted a gastropod. Find the scan its discarded shells on blades of rock deep in the caverns of Calidor. So when you go to Calidor, you're not going to find any on the surface. By reading this, you know that you need to mine deep down and go from there. You have the Decilo shells, which it says found in the way of the barren moon. Find and scan its discarded shells in the craters of Decilo. So actually read your mission brief. I know usually people don't do that. I don't personally do that. And the first time I did these quests, I got really confused because I was like, where the fuck are these gastropod shells? Now, I'm not going to go through and show you how to get all of them because it is really tedious and it is pretty self-explanatory. And I'm not going to tell you which one gives you the infinite oxygen. You're going to have to go through, collect them all, and figure that out. And the reason I'm doing that is because I don't want you to rush to the infinite oxygen one and then not experience some of the amazing effects all of the other ones give you. Now, there's one for each planet. We've obviously already got Silva, so make sure you guys go and experience them, check them out, follow the quest line. It's fun, read about them. There's a lot of really cool lore in the Xenobiology lab in regards to these guys. With that being said, guys, that's our Astroneer video. That's us talking about, how to get these shells. Don't sleep on it. My first playthrough of Astroneer, I think I probably did about 45 to 60 hours before I even, because once I got to a certain point, I stopped working on quests. So don't sleep on it. Get these quests done as soon as possible. It's one of the first things I go for when I do a playthrough, because getting that infinite oxygen and some of the other effects are really, really nice and kind of overpowered and makes your survival game feel like you're playing creative when you're not. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and don't forget, like, subscribe, comment. If nothing else, at least subscribe. Let's get that 1,000 marker. If we reach 1,000, I have something very special planned, and I look forward to the future. Alrighty. Mwah.